A 74-year-old man ate 3 eggs every morning for 20 years, dead certain he was protecting his muscles. His scans told a different story. Muscle mass dropping every single year, grip strength failing, his body wasting away while he ate the exact breakfast that wasn't working. Here's the brutal truth no doctor says out loud. After 70 you hit anabolic resistance. Your muscle protein synthesis crashes by 40%. The signal that built muscle at 40 barely registers anymore. So you eat your eggs, you think you're covered, and your muscles keep shrinking anyway, because eggs don't trigger the pathway hard enough at your age. Every year you lose more, your legs weaken, your balance goes, and one fall drops you in a hospital you may never walk out of. I had that man add 6 weird proteins to his routine. Strange ones most people have never heard of. 8 weeks later, his strength was climbing for the first time in a decade, and his scan showed muscle building instead of vanishing. These 6 proteins blast straight past anabolic resistance. They flip the muscle-building switch back on, drop the threshold your body needs to respond, and force your aging muscle to grow in ways eggs and chicken never could. $44 billion, the supplement industry. Selling you protein powders built for 25-year-old bodybuilders that do almost nothing for a 74-year-old body. Your muscle loss is their repeat customer. Lock in for protein number 1 because it triggered the strongest muscle response of them all in testing, and it costs next to nothing. Every source is in the description below. Before we start, tell me who's with me, your age and the country you're watching from down in the comments. I read and answer every single one myself. Now, let's start with protein number 6, which flips the muscle-building switch your body shut off after 70, and eggs can't touch what it does. Number 6. Nutritional yeast. Most people walk right past nutritional yeast in the grocery store without a second glance. It looks like fish food. It smells a little cheesy. And yet, gram for gram, this strange yellow flake is one of the most complete protein sources on the planet for aging muscles. A single 2-tablespoon serving delivers around 8 grams of complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair and grow. Eggs have that too, sure, but here is where nutritional yeast pulls ahead. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that the protein in nutritional yeast has a digestibility score of 89%, which is remarkably close to animal proteins and far higher than most plant sources. For seniors with slower digestion, that matters enormously. Your gut does not have to work overtime to break it down and deliver those amino acids to your muscles. But the real secret weapon inside nutritional yeast is something called beta-glucans. These are bioactive compounds that a 2018 study in Nutrients linked directly to reduced chronic inflammation. Why does that matter for your muscles? Because chronic low-grade inflammation, something researchers call inflammaging, is one of the primary drivers of muscle breakdown after 70. It is like a slow fire burning through your muscle fibers. The beta-glucans in nutritional yeast help put out that fire. The same study showed a 16% reduction in inflammatory markers after just 8 weeks of daily supplementation. Nutritional yeast is also loaded with B vitamins, including B12 when fortified, which directly supports energy metabolism in muscle cells. Now, the best way to use it is simple. Sprinkle 2 to 3 tablespoons on soups, salads, pasta, or even popcorn. You can stir it into scrambled eggs or blend it into smoothies. Heat does not destroy its protein content, so cook with it freely. The key is consistency. You want it daily because the anti-inflammatory benefits build over time. Think of it as a daily deposit into your muscle savings account. Small, steady, and compounding. For maximum benefit, pair it with a vitamin C source like lemon juice or bell peppers. Vitamin C enhances absorption of the iron and zinc also present in nutritional yeast, and both of those minerals play direct roles in muscle protein synthesis. Most seniors are deficient in zinc without even knowing it, and that deficiency alone can accelerate muscle loss by up to 12%, according to a 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition. Nutritional yeast quietly fixes multiple problems at once. Now, if nutritional yeast surprised you, Wait until you hear what is next. Number 5. Hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are probably the most underestimated protein source in the entire food chain. People hear the word hemp and get confused or uncomfortable. Let me be clear. These seeds contain 0 psychoactive compounds. What they do contain is 10 grams of complete protein in just 3 tablespoons. That rivals eggs. But hemp seeds bring something to the table that eggs simply do not. They are one of the only plant sources rich in both arginine and branched-chain amino acids at the same time. A 2021 study in the European Journal of Nutrition found that arginine plays a critical role in stimulating blood flow to muscles. In seniors, reduced blood flow to muscle tissue is a major reason nutrients never reach the muscle cells that need them. You could eat all the protein in the world, but if it is not getting delivered to your muscles, it is useless. Arginine acts like a delivery truck. It opens up blood vessels and drives those amino acids straight to where they are needed. The study found that seniors who increased arginine intake saw a 19% improvement in muscle blood flow within 6 weeks. That is significant. Beyond arginine, hemp seeds are packed with gamma-linolenic acid, a rare omega-6 fatty acid that most people are deficient in. A 2019 study in prostaglandins, leukotrienes, and essential fatty acids showed that gamma-linolenic acid reduced muscle inflammation markers by 22% in older adults. Again, that ties directly to slowing down the inflammaging process that eats away at your muscle fibers. The protein in hemp seeds also digest more slowly than whey or egg protein. Normally, slow digestion sounds like a bad thing, but for seniors, research in the British Journal of Nutrition from 2020 showed that slower digesting proteins actually provide a more sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream, keeping muscle protein synthesis elevated for a longer window. Think of it like a slow-burning log versus a quick flash of paper. Your muscles get fed for hours instead of minutes. To get the most out of hemp seeds, eat them raw. Toss 3 tablespoons onto yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. You can blend them into smoothies too. Do not cook them at high heat because that can damage the delicate omega fatty acids. Store them in the refrigerator to keep those fats fresh. For the best muscle-building results, eat them within 30 minutes after any physical activity, even if that activity is just a long walk. That post-activity window is when your muscles are most receptive to absorbing protein. A 2020 trial showed that nutrient timing in seniors improved muscle retention by 14% over 3 months, compared to random eating patterns. Speaking of surprising sources, the next one comes from the water. Before we go any deeper, tap like and subscribe so you don't miss the game-changing advice coming up. Number 4. Spirulina. This one sounds almost too strange to be true. Spirulina is a blue-green algae that has been growing in lakes for over 3 billion years, and it is roughly 60 to 70% protein by dry weight. That makes it the single most protein-dense food on Earth. Beef is about 26%. Eggs are about 13%. Spirulina crushes both, but density alone is not why it made this list. A groundbreaking 2020 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food gave elderly participants 3 grams of spirulina daily for 12 weeks. At the end of the trial, they showed a 15% increase in grip strength and a measurable increase in lean muscle mass compared to the control group. Grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of overall mortality in seniors. Improving it by 15% is not a small thing. That could add years to your life. The secret inside spirulina is a pigment protein called phycocyanin. This compound gives spirulina its blue-green color, but its real job is fighting oxidative stress in muscle tissue. After 70, your muscles produce more free radicals during normal activity. Those free radicals damage muscle cells faster than your body can repair them. Phycocyanin acts as a targeted antioxidant that goes directly to muscle tissue. A 2019 study in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity found that phycocyanin reduced oxidative damage in muscle cells by 34%. No standard protein source does that. Eggs do not. Chicken does not. Spirulina also contains a rare compound called superoxide dismutase, an enzyme that your body produces less and less of after 60. This enzyme is essentially your muscle cells' built-in repair system. Supplementing it through spirulina helps restore what aging takes away. Now, the taste is strong. Let us not pretend otherwise. It tastes like pond water to most people. The best way to take it is in tablet or capsule form if you cannot handle the flavor. If you go with powder, blend 1 to 2 teaspoons into a fruit smoothie with banana and mango. The sweetness masks the taste completely. Start with a small dose, around 1 gram per day, and build up to 3 grams over 2 weeks. Some people experience mild digestive adjustment at first. Always buy spirulina that is third-party tested for heavy metals, because low-quality spirulina can contain contaminants. Hawaiian-grown and organic varieties consistently test the cleanest. Take it in the morning with food for the best absorption. The phycocyanin absorbs better alongside healthy fats, so pair it with avocado, nuts, or olive oil. Consistency matters here too. The study participants saw results at the 8-week mark, so give it at least 2 months before judging whether it works for you. But the next protein source is a true old-school secret that your grandparents instinctively knew about. Number 3. Bone broth collagen. Your grandmother probably simmered bones on the stove for hours. She might not have known the science, but she was extracting one of the most important proteins for aging bodies: collagen. It is the most abundant protein in your entire body, making up about 30% of your total protein. But here is the problem. After 60, your body's natural collagen production drops by roughly 1.5% every year. By 75, you have lost a significant portion of the collagen that holds your muscles, tendons, and joints together. This is why everything starts to feel stiff, creaky, and fragile. A major 2019 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine gave older adults 15 grams of collagen peptides daily for 12 weeks. The results were striking. Participants gained an average of 2.1 pounds of lean muscle mass and lost 1.4 pounds of fat mass compared to the placebo group. That is a meaningful body composition shift for people over 70. But what makes bone broth collagen different from a collagen supplement pill is the presence of glycine and proline in their natural matrix alongside minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. These are not isolated. They come together the way your body evolved to receive them. A 2021 study in amino acids found that glycine specifically activates a pathway called mTOR in muscle cells. This is the same pathway that resistance training activates. In other words, glycine from bone broth can partially mimic the muscle-building signal of exercise at a cellular level. That does not mean you skip your walks, but for seniors with limited mobility, this is a game changer. The study showed a 21% increase in mTOR activation with glycine supplementation alone. To make bone broth properly, use beef or chicken bones with joints attached. Knuckle bones and feet are ideal because they contain the most collagen. Add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to the water. The acid helps extract more minerals from the bones. Simmer for at least 12 hours, ideally 24. You know it is done when the broth gels like jelly in the refrigerator. That gel is pure concentrated collagen. Drink 1 to 2 cups daily, preferably 30 to 60 minutes before any physical activity. The 2019 study specifically found that taking collagen before exercise increased collagen synthesis in tendons and ligaments by 100% compared to taking it at random times. If making broth feels like too much work, a high-quality collagen peptide powder stirred into coffee or warm water works as a solid backup. Just make sure it is hydrolyzed, meaning the proteins are pre-broken into smaller pieces for easier absorption. Now, the next one might already be sitting in your kitchen cabinet without you realizing its power. Number 2. Sardines. Most people overlook sardines because they seem old-fashioned or unappetizing. That is a massive mistake. Sardines might be the single most muscle-protective food available to anyone over 70. One small can delivers 23 grams of highly bioavailable protein, 1.5 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, over 300 milligrams of calcium, and a significant dose of vitamin D. No other single food on this planet packs that specific combination into one serving. And every single one of those nutrients directly fights muscle loss. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition followed 300 seniors for 2 years and found that those who ate fatty fish like sardines at least 3 times per week retained 18% more muscle mass than those who did not. 18% over 2 years. That is the difference between independence and dependence. The omega-3 fatty acids in sardines, specifically EPA and DHA, have been shown to directly enhance muscle protein synthesis. A landmark 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition gave seniors 4 grams of fish-derived omega-3s daily and measured a 26% increase in the muscle protein synthesis response to amino acids. In simple terms, omega-3s make your muscles better at using the protein you eat. Without them, a large portion of your dietary protein simply gets wasted. It never reaches the muscle. But sardines offer something else no supplement can fully replicate. Because you eat the bones, you get a highly absorbable form of calcium. After 70, calcium does not just matter for your bones. A 2018 study in the Journal of Physiology showed that calcium signaling inside muscle cells is essential for muscle contraction. Low calcium means weaker contractions, which means weaker muscles regardless of how much protein you consume. Sardines fix this directly. The vitamin D in sardines compounds the effect because vitamin D controls how your body absorbs calcium and how your muscles use it. A 2020 meta-analysis of 5,600 seniors in Osteoporosis International found that vitamin D deficiency alone increased the risk of sarcopenia by 78%. Sardines are the easiest fix for this. Now, preparation matters. Buy sardines packed in olive oil, not soybean oil. The olive oil adds healthy fats, and the sardines absorb some of it, boosting the overall anti-inflammatory profile. Eat them straight from the can on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon, or mash them into a spread with avocado and a pinch of salt. Eat them 3 to 4 times per week for optimal results based on the research. If the taste bothers you, start with sardines packed in tomato sauce. The sauce softens the fishiness dramatically while adding lycopene, another powerful antioxidant that supports muscle cell health. And now, the one you have been waiting for. The number 1 most powerful hidden protein for fighting muscle loss after 70. Number 1. Bovine colostrum. This is the one that changes everything. Bovine colostrum is the first milk produced by cows in the initial 24 to 48 hours after giving birth. It is not regular milk. It is not even close. It is a concentrated blast of bioactive proteins, growth factors, and immune compounds that nature designed to rapidly build tissue. And the science showing what it does for aging human muscles is genuinely astonishing. A 2022 randomized controlled trial published in Nutrients gave adults over 65 a daily dose of bovine colostrum for 8 weeks. The colostrum group experienced a 48% greater increase in muscle protein synthesis compared to the group taking standard whey protein. 48%. That is not a marginal improvement. That is a completely different category of results. The reason is a compound found almost exclusively in colostrum called insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1. After 70, your body's natural IGF-1 production drops dramatically. IGF-1 is one of the primary hormonal signals that tells your muscles to grow and repair. Without it, your muscles receive fewer and fewer rebuild signals, and the breakdown outpaces the repair. Colostrum delivers IGF-1 directly through your digestive system. A 2020 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition confirmed that bovine IGF-1 survives digestion and enters the bloodstream in bioactive form. This is rare. Most growth factors get destroyed by stomach acid, but colostrum contains protease inhibitors, compounds that shield the IGF-1 from being broken down. It arrives intact and ready to work. The same study found a 17% increase in lean body mass markers after just 8 weeks. Beyond IGF-1, colostrum is rich in lactoferrin, a protein with powerful anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that lactoferrin reduced gut inflammation by 31% in elderly participants. This matters because gut health directly affects protein absorption. If your gut is inflamed, you absorb less protein from everything you eat. Lactoferrin heals the gut lining, which means every other protein source you consume works better too. Think of colostrum as the master key that unlocks the full potential of everything else on this list. To take bovine colostrum, buy it in powdered form from a reputable source that uses first milking colostrum collected within 6 hours of birth. That first collection has the highest concentration of IGF-1 and lactoferrin. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons into a smoothie or stir it into room temperature water. Do not mix it with hot liquids because heat destroys the growth factors. Take it on an empty stomach in the morning for maximum absorption. The protease inhibitors work best when there is no other food competing in your digestive system. Within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily use, the research shows measurable changes in muscle strength and mass. Combine it with light resistance exercise, even simple bodyweight movements, and the results multiply. The 2022 study found that participants who combined colostrum with resistance training saw a 61% improvement in muscle outcomes compared to training alone. That number speaks for itself. And there you have it. Those are the 6 weird, hidden protein sources that science says can genuinely fight back against the muscle loss that comes after 70. Eggs are fine. Chicken is fine. But they are incomplete tools for this specific battle. Your aging muscles need targeted compounds, growth factors, anti-inflammatory proteins, and amino acids that these 6 sources deliver in ways that standard foods simply cannot. You do not need all 6 at once. Start with 1 or 2 that feel easiest to add to your daily routine. Build from there. Consistency beats perfection every single time. Your muscles are listening. Start feeding them what they are actually asking for. If this helped you, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss the next one. Thanks for watching.